Hey guys, it's a bookish pair here. Well, one half of the pair because Dada couldn't make it. My name is Tife Dada for those joining us for the first time, and yeah, I'll be your host today. Have you ever wondered what it's like to survive a violent crisis or a war? Well, that's what we're about to find out as we discuss Edify Yakusak's After They Left, which is a debut novel. I have a guest joining me today. She's a pharmacist, a lifestyle blogger, and a brand influencer who loves to read. Can you guess what it is? Stick around to find out. So guys, I would like to welcome Fadeke, also known as That Lagos Girl. She has a very vibrant Instagram feed where she reviews lifestyle, books, and other things, and she also has a blog. To add to that, Fadeke is my friend. She's my G. Thank you for coming, Fadeke.
Thank you for having me.
So Fadeke, let's get right into the book. Edify Yakusak is a lawyer and a writer. After They Left is a debut novel, and she's currently working on a collection of short stories anthology titled Bad Things Happen to Good People. She currently lives in Lagos. So Fadeke, do you want to give us a summary of the book?
Okay, so After They Left is a story about crisis and the effect it has on people.
Yeah.
It talks about survival, family, injustice.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's basically what it covers.
Okay, so Fadeke, what do you think about the plot of the story of this book?
Okay, so I think the major thing she was trying to talk about was the effect of violence, the effect of wars, the effect of crisis in a country. But then I feel like after reading this book, I don't really know the cause of the crisis she was trying to talk about in the book, because maybe that would have made me relate to some things in some ways, but I don't really know where it's coming from. I don't know the cause. She went into it, bam, bam.
Like,
it was very direct.
So it would have been nice to know what started the crisis. Like, for me, processing my thoughts about the book, I couldn't tell whether it was a political crisis, it was ethnical, it was religious.
Nowhere was
like I really like we just know that okay, people just started coming and then they were killing and people died in hundreds. Like,
I understand that it might not be a book about the crisis. She was not trying to talk about the crisis.
But
she was trying to. But I feel like she should have just given a brief description. So people can understand where it's coming from.
I totally agree. So, what do you think about the characters? Like, what do you think about Mafeng, Kim, Mafeng's mother? Let's talk about the characters.
Mafeng in the book, someone that she was not allowed to live her own life the way she wanted to. I think she just started living her life and before the unfortunate incident happened, that was when she just started living the life maybe she didn't want it to happen that way, but then that was when she just started living the life she wanted to, because her mother wanted to live her own life through Mafeng. That was the basic.
Let's talk about that. The fact that I don't know, she had parents, dad and mom were both alive, at least at the time of when we were doing flashbacks in the book. But then it just looked like her dad had like a very docile character. Like I had a problem with that.
I feel like if her dad was not even in the book, that would be better.
Like
he was just there.
I just felt like the father was a figurehead, like he was docile. Like
throughout his life, he was just there. I don't know how they would just marry you to somebody and then at the end of the day, didn't you have any plan for your life in the first place? I don't
like from the beginning, and then the fact that it didn't even it didn't seem like he played any active role in the lives of his children
at all.
No active, I mean, the mother was not the one that gave birth to the children, so decisions should not have been just hers. And then knowing that she had this ability to self-destruct, I mean, they should have been a way of complementing each other.
Even if he was not, even if his role in the novel was not to be I don't know how to put it.
Like the focus was not on him.
On him. But then I feel like there should be times that you you caution your wife. There should be, even if it's not every time. There should be times. Does he not see anything wrong?
The thing is, he saw things that were wrong, but then he just never really like spoke up.
But what kind of life is that? He was just there in the book throughout. He didn't do anything. It didn't affect. There was nothing.
Okay, no, the only So the only part I saw that there was something was maybe when the brother, when he wanted to decide whether.
Then things happened. You cannot.
Yeah. So let's talk about Samuel.
Okay.
I feel like Samuel was a very unfortunate. he had so many
right from his childhood.
Yeah, nobody should have life that bad. Like his childhood was rough, going into adulthood, married life.
Yes. And when he thought he was going to have a good time with someone he loved, she was taken away.
And I really liked him. I feel like he was a good person.
I feel like he just lived a wasted life because there was nothing. He didn't do anything amazing. He didn't do anything. The only thing I feel like Samuel got in this book is Mafen's love.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah, and the fact that because of him, maybe the kids were able to survive. Yeah, at least he took initiative for that. So
and it was not even long lasting.
Yeah,
it didn't last for so long. So unfortunate. So can we talk about the children?
Kim and Jugo.
I feel like they were the major.
Yeah. Those are the heroes. Kim is the hero of the book.
she was very resilient.
Very resilient. Very for an 11-year-old, she took initiative. I think my friend did a very fantastic job raising her.
Even though they had their
differences, which I think is normal, especially when a child is approaching at teenage.
Yes.
And then Kim was a rebellious child. Sometimes
because of what happened.
Yeah, and I think that being rebellious actually helped her.
Yes.
In the end.
If she was a princess,
she
wouldn't have been able to do all she did.
Yes. I actually agree because I think if we go back, I don't want to spoil the book, but then the part where she had to climb with her brother on her back and she was climbing
rock. And the swimming part.
I know, this baby is just a little girl, but she was amazing. And for them to have made it to the end, it was on her.
Yes. And I like Julie's innocence.
Yeah, and I liked how she was able to preserve his innocence all through their travel. Yes. Throughout the period, Jugo didn't figure out what at that point.
She said.
She just kept saying, "Oh yeah,
we're going to meet mom," and they eventually
met. Yeah, so it was just like a promise that she kept. So yeah, that was really commendable. Back to Lydia, my friend's sister.
Actually, have issues.
No, me.
Because eventually they portrayed her as a sweet person, but I didn't. It took me a while to
warm up to her.
Because how do you hear about the crisis in Jos? You know,
when your family
members,
your entire family,
and you never
call
care.
They didn't call you to visit
until her sister actually called her.
Yeah, all the while when everything kept going on with my friend, with the children, I kept wondering at the back of my mind, where is Lydia in all of this?
Yes. If she was not bothered about my friend, what about the children?
What about our parents? These are questions that I just didn't get it. I don't know if it was a writing thing or it was just a portrayal of how what her character was like.
The way she was portrayed in the book, like a sweet person, because she was trying to.
So it seemed out of character. Yeah,
I could not relate it to.
That's true.
Before I finished reading the story, I wanted to say to myself that why is she telling us the story of this man there? But then at the end, there was something I learned from that part. Is that if someone does bad to you, the fact that you do bad in return, the fact that you revenge, it will not make you feel better.
It doesn't mean you feel.
If you are not at peace, you are not at peace.
Yeah.
Revenge does not bring peace. So, because after murdering the person that murdered his family, it felt worse.
Yeah.
So I think that's one lesson.
But that was what drove him mad. It wasn't the fact that he lost family.
Yes.
It was the fact that he actually like took matters into his hands and he became a killer.
And at the end of the day, there was nothing.
Yeah, it just felt empty. And then there was something like from the conversation with my friend, there was a statement that he made that I don't know, I just stayed with me. May death find you alive. And to give you context, it was the fact that when he was in conversation with my friend, he said something about him being a dead man. And then my friend confused, like, how can you say you're dead? You're the one I'm saying. And it was like he was dead on the inside. So
the different thing to be alive.
Like, yeah.
And to be really alive.
Just to be existing. Just to be floating through life. So yeah, that just kind of like resonated with me, like, yeah, the dead man, yeah,
and that's why I was talking about the other guy's part. I feel like this one, she brought it from nowhere, but then it made sense.
Makes sense, right?
It made sense.
Yeah.
Because she still talked about this crisis and it made sense. But then there were some things that she was bringing in that were not.
Yeah, like sorry for going back, but then the fight with her sister, I don't know, I didn't think that it was enough to yeah, I don't think it was enough reason to just be estranged from your sister. Yeah. Over the fact that you didn't agree on because I had a bad marriage to some type
does
of
not
person.
mean that the next person is going to face the same thing. Just allow them.
So I would like for us to go into things in this book. You know, she touched family. I think we've already talked a little about family. So let's go into crisis, injustice. Yeah.
Yes. So in this book, I see how these people did everything they did, and none of them were brought to book. And it was like government was not even involved. And nowhere did this state that even the local government chairman of that particular place that they went. Did this state that it visited the place or something? No.
But the thing is, I'm not so surprised because it's a reflection of the kind of government that prevails in this country. That's just it. I mean, things happen and you don't even hear, like you said, the government acknowledging that lives were lost.
And there was this part where the soldier saw the children and he was talking to his boss, and the man was telling him to return the kids back. Because you know that the government cannot do anything at this time. I mean, how do we?
It just makes you just like lose hope in the government.
You don't even know where you are taking the children back to. You just concluded because, and I don't blame him. No, he's not supposed to take the children to his house. Yes. So he knew the kind of system that we're operating in. So it was just normal for him to tell them to take. So what if something bad had happened to those children when they took them back?
Definitely, especially because I feel if this book had continued, I mean, it was one of two things: either some perpetrators of evil would have been arrested, or they would still carry on with what they were doing. You get, like, it was a failed attempt. Those kind of people, they don't stop unless you stop them. So it's just sad that this setting that we are in is a failed system where anything goes, really, and that's just it. Yes, anything goes. That's just it, basically. And then moving on to the crisis. So one of the things that I mean, going ahead of myself now, but like one of the things that I didn't really feel in the book was, you know, when we talked about this book is about the just crisis.
Yes.
But was it really about just crisis?
Because I didn't know about just crisis before I read this book. So I really do not know about it because I don't know what happened. I don't know
there was no context. Yeah.
People just started going into houses and they were killing them. I don't know what happened. I don't know the cause. So I feel like there should, like I said earlier, there should have been a brief background
about
what happened, so we can
relate it. Yeah, and then just know that okay, this is a crisis that like I said before, this is a crisis about politics or religious
And
crisis.
since it's something that actually happened, it's not just
So this book is fiction, but then this is
something that actually
people's
happened.
realities. This is actually people's realities. I remember when I went for a book reading where the author was present, and then questions started coming, and I remember that there was a particular question that asked if she had experienced any of these things or such, and then I remember that response was that no, she didn't have a personal experience, but that there were people that after she published the book, a lot of people wrote her to say, oh, this happened to me, this was a personal experience, stuff like that. So that's why I felt like it's fiction, it's also people's realities.
Yes.
So it would have just helped to understand more what the whole
thing was
about. Yeah. What did you think about the author's writing style?
I think she gave a good description of everything that happened, because I felt like I was there, like I was a ghost there,
and then
I was seeing everything happening.
And
this is not even. I did not have a Nollywood feeling.
Yeah,
it was like a real life.
You could feel immersed, and she invoked emotions. I mean, I felt a range of emotions.
You know, there's a way we hear about Boko Haram,
and then it seems far, right?
You cannot relate to their suffering.
Yeah.
But I like the way she portrayed them. Like she put faces to these problems. And she helped us realize that these things happen to everyday people.
Like you can just be living your life, and next thing, your world comes crumbling down. And then reading this book, I experienced a range of emotions, from anger to sadness to
definitely no joy.
No, there was no joy. To deep grief, because beyond the killings, let's not even go beyond that, because these things are actually happening. Do you get? And then, like you said, it's easy to think about it as something that is far,
because we're not
directly. But reading it just made it so close. And I remember that because I read this book the first time I read it was in 2016, and because it was just newly published then. I remember that time there was still a lot of Boko Haram killings. It's not like it has stopped, but at the time, before reading the book, I would hear about it and to just be like, this not. But then reading it, then hearing about injustices, killings, and it just usually made me so mad. Like it felt like it was next door. Like this could happen to anybody. This could be anybody. So yeah, like I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
But then,
even if it's not happening now, I feel like it is good to have this kind of books.
Yeah.
To let us know that these things actually happen. These things, they happen to people like us. That is one of
people's experiences. And to be able to empathize with them. So
that it is not enough to go on social media and say
pray for just.
Do you actually pray for them? Because you are not affected directly, you might just put it up and say,
God can do.
But when you read about these experiences, when you feel it on a level, you can actually relate to it in a way, and you can actually pray.
And then you even want to take action, you want to do more. Let's talk about all the things you like about this book. Just go first.
Okay. There are some editing errors. I feel like we could have worked. There's some vocabulary that were wrong.
That's true. So the editing.
There were some inconsistencies.
Do you feel like there were plot holes in the story? I think we actually identified some.
I think
we talked about some of those. Yeah.
I feel like there are some things that should have just not talked about.
Yeah.
Mafeng's brother's part.
Mafeng's father.
Mafeng's father.
It would have been better if the mom was like a single mom. We would have given the story a richer feel, I guess. Yeah.
And then brother, I don't know what she was trying to. I don't know the picture she was trying to paint, but I feel like if it was not there, wouldn't have missed him. And then Bot's age.
Yeah, like that was so inconsistent.
I thought I was the one.
Oh my god!
Like you say, but in his mid-30s and he has been
a senator like three times. Oh, this is Nigeria.
Except we are saying it's not Nigerian.
But
we know that it's Nigerian.
Yeah. Like, okay, so Fadeke, it's time to read this book. I'll let you go first.
Okay, so I know I've said one or two things I don't like about the book, but this is one book I really enjoyed reading. I felt the emotions of the characters.
I enjoyed that too, yeah.
I really enjoyed reading it. The fact that she described every character so well. It made me feel like I was there when everything was happening, and I really enjoyed this book actually.
Me too, actually.
I loved reading it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 6/10.
Yay!
And that's because of the inconsistencies but then story, description, everything.
Funny enough, my rating too would be a 6 actually. Like you said, I enjoyed. I mean, I've read this book over and over. Interestingly, despite the misgivings or the inconsistencies, but then I still feel like it's a good read. I feel like it's something that Nigerians should read.
Yes.
Especially lots of us that are removed from these situations that are described in this book. And so, for me, it's a 6.
Other people's
and it's a recommended read as well.
Yes.
So, yay!
I recommend.
Alright. So guys.
Let me shine now. So guys, we've come to the end of the review, and we hope you enjoyed our review. If you've read after they left, please drop your comments. Tell us what you feel about it. And please subscribe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, so also don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at ABookishPair, and
at that Lagos girl on Instagram. I'm only on Instagram, so please follow me on Instagram. Thank you.
Till next time, thank you for joining us. Bye.